Hey everyone, Alan Linky coming on with you guys with Linky Mobile Detailing, and today I want to give a review on the Harbor Freight inverter generator. It's the Predator 3500 inverter, and just how honestly amazing I think that this thing is, and just to kind of compare it maybe a little bit to the Honda inverter, and just what I mean, I haven't used the Honda inverter, but I've done a lot of I checked a lot of reviews and comparisons and things like that, and just what I found through that, and why I think this is a awesome choice for really anyone needing a generator that this size capacity will work for you. So over even something like the Honda, which is known as the top of the line. And so with that, guys, I'm going to move this here so this part is facing you all. So first of all, the reason why I got this, again, I do mobile detailing, and the biggest reason why I wanted an inverter over just a regular generator, because they are a lot less money, is because of the how quiet it is. So I go to hospitals, just places of work, and things like that, and then also residential neighborhoods. And my biggest thing is I did not want to get those negative complaints for noise, and likely I probably wouldn't have had any issues, but with this here, I knew that I had a lot better opportunity of not having people complain or call me in because they were just annoyed by how much noise I was making. So that is why I went with the inverter over the, and my camera is having a lot of issues here. Hold on, give me just a second, guys. I do not edit or anything like that, so bear with me. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer here maybe, and you guys will actually be able to see it a little bit better. You just won't be able to see me. That's okay. Let's see if my camera decides to... Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about that. Anyways, guys, so what I mainly run off of the generator is my steamer. So, and I can do a review on this down the road, but this is the cheap steamer 125, and it had to have a minimum of 20 running amps in order to run this, in order to get a generator. So it said a 3,000 watt minimum 3,000 watt generator that runs 20 amps, and that's why I chose to get this. This is a maximum of 25 amps, and it's 3,500 watts, so which probably comes down to about 3,200 running watts, and it runs my steamer and my shop vac at the same time without any issues. So that's, I absolutely love it. It works great for that, and it just hasn't failed me yet. So I'm not going to talk about this. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys mainly what I run off of it. But the thing I love so much about this, guys, is it is so quiet. It's just unreal. Whenever I bought it, I wasn't sure. I had done review, or I had looked at a few reviews of it, and everything that I was seeing, it was quieter than the Honda, and so I'm like, okay, so this is probably the quietest inverter that I'm going to be able to find, and I tell you what, it has been. I've actually had several customers that I'm running this at their house, and they're like, oh my goodness, that thing is so quiet. That's the quietest inverter I've ever heard, and which, cool. I personally, like I said, I hadn't ran any other inverters, so I wasn't sure what to compare it to. But even off the customers that have ran it, her inverters, they were very impressed with this thing. Also, the power in it's great. Like I said, I can run my steamer and my vacuum. Sometimes I have to run them simultaneously, and this does that without any sort of a problem. So that, guys, it has two plug-ins here, 120 volt plug-ins, and then it has those are AC, and then it has a DC. I think it's an 8 amp. Yeah, an 8 amp plug also. And then it does have for RVs, it has the RV plug-in as well. So this would be a great option for RV buyers or anything of that nature. And I tell you guys, this thing has been absolutely incredible. It's super simple to start. It has a pull start on the side just in case, but the electric start has yet to fail me yet. And I'm actually going to start it up here in the shop. I won't let it run for very long because I got a closed shop because I got the wood furnace going. But I'll go ahead and start it for you guys, let you all hear it start up. And if it's not on, see, it's not quite level, so it might rattle just a little whenever you start it. I like to try to make sure that it's on a level plane just to keep the rattle down. Sometimes that's just a matter of just moving it back and forth, or maybe turning it just a little bit and doing that. So I'm going to start it, let you guys hear how quiet it is, and then I'm going to shut it off and talk a little bit more about it. So I'm going to turn it to start, which is the choke, push the button, and then I'm going to turn it to run, and that's going to get it to where it's ready to go. That's it, guys. I mean, clearly I can easily talk over it. I'm not going to, but I mean, that's it. That's it does get a little bit louder once you plug it in and start running something. But I tell you, I mean, like I said, I've had it pretty well maxed out with my steamer and my vacuum running at the same time, and it's still not too terribly loud. So pretty impressive. I can actually show you all. That's with it running about 20 amps right now, maybe a little bit less, but so not too bad, honestly. All right, so got to shut off, let you guys hear it. A couple of things that I do love so much about this, and it's not light by any means, but here's the thing: is compared to the Honda. This thing is 100 pounds. I'm sure that's empty, not full. But the Honda is 130 pounds. And I pick this up at least twice a day. So I lift it up out of my vehicle and set it down, move it to wherever I need it to go. And then whenever I'm done, I pick it up and put it back in the vehicle. So I do lift it quite a bit, and I know some people wouldn't, like if you're using it on an RV or something like that, you may not have to lift it as much as I do, but that helps a ton. And also, a thing that the Predator has that the Honda doesn't, that I didn't see where the Honda had at all, is these handles. So these are very, very heavy duty, and this is actually how I lift the generator. And it makes it very easy, also for pulling around. And that would be my next thing that I talk about is the big wheels on it. So this thing has some ginormous, and you can buy a better wheel kit for it, but these have worked great. It's got these big wheels on the front and the back, and they also lock. But honestly, it really doesn't move whenever you're running it. But if you wanted to lock, you can. And so it rolls really smooth. Both of my things that I mainly run off of it, I have an extension cord that's long enough. This I can only use a 25-foot extension cord on, recommended by the manufacturer, but it can get me all the way around a vehicle. And then my shop vac the same way. I run an extension cord, so I don't have to move this as much anymore. My camera. Again, come on, there we go. But anyways, like it does roll very easily. So if I put this at the front of the vehicle, something like this, and where I can get through here, and I need to, I can easily roll it to the other side of the vehicle just to get to the other side. So very, very easy maneuverability. and everything like that. So negative. So the only, and I wouldn't call it a negative, I would call it something I did not know in the beginning. So as the weather, it's cold and rainy today in Missouri, but it's cold now, and whenever this thing is started cold, it has to run for a little bit. So I generally let it run for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes before I plug this in and get it going. What will happen is it will run for about 5 minutes if you plug this in. So when it's warm out, I start this thing up and I plug this thing right in and get it going, and it has no problems. But whenever it's cold, I'll plug it in and it'll run for about 5 minutes and just die, and then it won't want to start. So then you got to wait a while. It'll start back up, and then if you just leave it plugged in, it's going to do the same thing. It'll just die on you. This thing will render itself useless if you do not let it warm up first. So again, it's not a huge deal. You let it run for 5-10 minutes before you put that heavy load on it, and it's really no problem at all. So I would say that would be my only, I don't know if the Honda is that way or not. With the Honda motor, probably not. But here's the thing, guys, is I got this thing at Harbor Freight you can get it on a coupon pretty much all the time for $6.99, $700. The Harbor Freight is $2,000. It's $19.99 to buy the Harbor Freight generator that is this size. And it's just, my thing is will this thing run as long as the Honda? I don't know. I take really good care of it. I always check the air filter. I have changed the oil frequently in it, just because, and I run treated fuel through it on every single time I fill it up. The fuel that I put in there is treated. Will it run as long as a Honda? I don't know. But here's the thing: is I can buy 3 of these for the price of the Honda, and I'm not gonna lie, I have a hard time believing that 3 of these will not last longer than one Honda motor. So I'm not 100% sure on that. But my biggest thing was cost on this. $700 versus $2,000. I can be a lot more profitable a lot sooner in my detailing business by buying this versus buying the Honda. So I've loved it. I believe 100% it's already paid for itself. I use it on every single job about 3 to 4 days a week. I run this thing, and I run it for anywhere between 3 to 10 hours straight and have no issues. It really doesn't run out of gas on me. If I make sure that it's full on the first go around, I can run this thing all day, and it will not run out of gas on me. I think it's like a 3.5 gallon tank, or somewhere around there, 3-gallon tank. Not 100% sure on that, but in review, guys, this thing is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it, whether you are doing mobile detailing, because I do a lot of reviews and tutorials on detailing. But whether you do detailing, or whether you are wanting to use this for an RV, or whether you are wanting to just whatever, buy this thing to use on a work site of any sort, it has my highest recommendation. For $700, I don't think that you can beat it, and it's just absolutely incredible. So with that, guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Also, let me know that you liked it, and by commenting. And also, again, I am constantly doing tutorials. I am constantly doing reviews. So feel free to hit that big red subscribe button, and just keep up with me. Like I said, here pretty soon I plan on doing a review on this Chief steamer that I have, and just talking about it a little bit. So for anybody who's interested in the detailing world and you are interested in buying a steamer, this one, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I recommend it, but I will be doing a review very, very soon on it, so just stay tuned for that. So with that, guys, I hope you all have a great day. Happy detailing, happy just working in general, and or playing, whatever you're doing with this thing, whatever you're thinking about buying it. I'm telling you, if you have the $700 to pull the trigger on it, go ahead and do it. So with that, guys, you all have a wonderful day.